I'm Ketoquilter, a ketogenic lifestyle coach. In the last video we were talking about basics and we've touched protein, 0.08 grams per lean body weight, and of course you can go up from that if you want, but I wouldn't go down. That's an essential nutrient. Another one is fat, and we talked about that. We're going to use fat as our buffer. Like if we're still hungry, we'll have a little fat versus a carbohydrate or more protein. And this video I want to talk about carbohydrate. It's not a naughty word because there's some wonderful carbohydrates. There's some really good carbohydrates like vegetables, and that's probably the only carbohydrates you're going to be able to eat. We want to stay near 20 grams a day. Now, some people young people with a really great metabolism, or people that lift weights and work out, can go up to 30 grams. I have met some men that lift weights that are big, strong muscles can go up to 50 grams of carbohydrates a day. But for a woman like me, a middle-aged type woman, definitely you're going to stay at 20 grams. And anyone with insulin resistance or diabetes type of a problem, and I'll talk about that a lot in the future. I'll cover that completely. But anyone with insulin resistance definitely wants to stay at 20 grams of carbohydrates a day or lower. Now, if you look at it like a slice of bread, you know, you've got your 20 grams right there. So pretty much bread, pasta, you know, any potato chips, Dorito chips, all of these types of food are out because already they have too many carbohydrates, and they don't have any nutrients. You need the micronutrients, not just the macros, but you need the micronutrients that are in the vegetables. So all of those types of carbohydrates are eliminated pretty much. You don't have room for them. And we're going to work on, let's say, a cup of broccoli, I think, has about 6 grams of carbohydrates. And so when you're going broccoli or Brussels sprouts or some of your green vegetables, you're already going to get up to that 20 very, very fast. So I would suggest limiting it to 1 to 1.5 cups of real vegetables a day, like maybe 3/4 of a cup at lunch and 3/4 of a cup at dinner, like and a cruciferous like broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, and then also put in leafy greens, like 2 to 3 cups of your leafy greens. I fill up on leafy greens. I have 2 big handfuls of greens on my plate, and then and from my husband too. And then after that I add a little bit of other vegetables, like a couple pieces of jicama and a couple of vegetables that will feed my microbiome but not raise my carbs. Then on top of my salad every day, I also have the protein. So when it comes to carbohydrates, pretty much you're looking at leafy green vegetables and above the ground other vegetables like some broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, that sort of thing. If you go to your leafy greens and you go heavy on spinach or chard, watch your oxalates. Remember, that can be a problem, and I'll talk about that in a different video if you're interested. So I kind of go light on spinach and chard and go more for arugula and leafy lettuces. So, well, let's see. I guess that's carbohydrates. It's kind of a sad topic because you're not getting all the carbohydrates you're used to. And you know what that means? No sandwiches. I mean, you can't have bread. Now, there are some ketogenic breads you can make, and we'll get into this on a future video. But I decided to avoid those breads for now. I mean, I do eat them occasionally, but I avoid them because I want my micronutrients from the greens. So my meals consist of a really great clean protein, which we'll talk about more too, of grass-fed beef and greens. So there you got it. Now, if you're not a quilter, you can still follow us, as I said. And all you quilters, please write to me and let me know what you're working on. I'm Ketoquilter. Bye.